Let's get this started. Tonight we're gonna talk about the Roar is back in Motown. I like the way my nephew did the lettering right there on the thumbnail. But we're gonna do this first, and then we're gonna do a lot of baseball tonight. NLCS, ALCS, and we're gonna start doing baseball here on Sunday. Happy Friday, Canes. After we're gonna do a lot of baseball. Me and Jim's coming up beginning Sunday night. The only night we won't do baseball is next Sunday night with the big Dolphin Eagle showdown. We'll do that game up here. So we may have a baseball doubleheader. I gotta look at the schedule for MLB when the baseball is gonna happen. I gotta get the games. I was looking at some stuff earlier. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, I like that thumbnail a lot. You did a great job with that. So I'm off tomorrow. So I'll have a triple header for you this Sunday. And then next Sunday we got the big one. Dolphins at Philly next Sunday night. It's been a long football's going quick, isn't it? The one thing about the football season so far, real talk, it's like it's San Francisco, Philly, and you could say Miami, then it's everybody, and Detroit, then it's everybody else. NFC South. If Tampa beats Detroit Sunday, we're going to do that game up there as our late game. Then Tampa Bay will join that conversation. Because they only got one more tough game to play, and that's at San Francisco, later in the year. So, the football season's got, goddamn, 1/3 of the season's over already. And like I said, you got the Niners, you got the Eagles, you got Detroit. Tampa wins, I'll put Tampa in the equation. And you got and that's it. The rest of the NFL is slow, man. I'm not buying the Ravens. No, I'm not buying. I think the Chiefs are struggling. And you're going to find out a lot about the Chiefs week 9 when they play Miami and Germany. Look like they're going to pick Frank Clark back up, which is interesting. Yeah, college is almost over. I mean, the week before Thanksgiving and then the Thanksgiving day after Thanksgiving days games. You know what I'm saying? So football has gone very quickly. And what do you want me to say? I mean, I guess the platinum fiasco is over. With that Ashley chick whining. I tell you, has some bad Colombian women on that thumbnail. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, give me a quick second, fellas. Be right back. I'm gonna say what's up to QZ when I come right back. Give me a second. All right, like I was saying, and I'll be here the rest of the night, right here, so I won't be moving nowhere. Uh, yeah. So the NFL is just slow. I can't explain it. It just is. If you know what I mean, it's like the 49ers look dominant. The Dolphins look awesome offensively. Uh, what do you want me to say? You know, Kansas City to me. Who knows what's missing in Kansas City? You guessed it. Tyreek Hill's missing in Kansas City. I think last year they were pumped up to prove that they didn't need him. Mission accomplished. This year's a different story. And I tell you, the Chargers can steal that division if they act right. And I was gonna do the game Monday night, but I decided, both of these, Dallas and the Chargers, are both inept. At least Miami's trying to grow out of the ineptitude. Chargers are so inept. But I said, F, I'm gonna do baseball Monday night. Me and Jim's. Matter of fact, let me get the MLB schedule for the championship series. Who threw shade at Brock Purdy? Let me find out who did that. Hall of Famer threw shade. I know this guy threw shade at him last week, Gerald McCoy. He threw some major shade at both Tua and Brock Purdy last week when he was on Rich Eisen's show. Especially Brock. Oh, he killed Brock Purdy last week. He said that all right, it was Sharp. I'm trying to find out which one it is who said it. All right, Shannon Sharp was the one who made the remarks about Brock Purdy just killing him in this article right here. I'm going to say this right now. Miami, if they beat Carolina this week, they're going to win their games against bad teams because they play a lot of bad teams after the Chiefs. Tua got to raise his numbers up though. Right now, if you ask me, Purdy's in the clubhouse. But I'm going to tell you a player to watch out for. And they would have helped them more if their team would have won last week and they didn't. I'll be watching out for CJ Stroud. Because that division is very winnable. They're already beaten Jacksonville. Okay. They win that division. And that young man's at the top of all the quarterback categories. Except touchdowns. They win that division. He could steal it. Real talk. Molina's in the building. I guess QZ left. And Platinum was having a hell of a show. I had to go and do this platform. say it's up to Melina right now. So Melina in the building, everybody. So MVP right now is McCaffrey and Brock Purdy. Right now. I will put Tungala over third. If Tua right now had 16 touchdown passes, then I will put him as the favorite. But since he doesn't have that, he only has 11. We'll see what they do this week. A lot of people believe, and if this happens, I do not want to hear Dolphin fans. A lot of people believe that Bryce Young is going to win his first game this week. A lot of people believe that. Tulane, what? Tulane and Memphis. Okay, that's one of Platt's picks this week. No, it's funny. I go to bed early last night. My mom wakes me up at 7 o'clock in the morning. She's pissed off. And she's yelling about the Chiefs because she's a big Mahomes fan. What's up, Iman? So I said, so what? Who won? She said the Chiefs 19-8. And I said, Platinum did it again. That was a nice pick for Platt. So Platinum took Kansas City. They beat the spread by 1 point. It's funny how Kansas City this year, their offense is very mediocre. Their defense is pretty damn good. And so I'll put my picks to Iman in the chat. Let's talk about this Detroit team. Okay, I look at them and I like what I see. I like what I see a lot. And I'm not a Detroit bandwagoner by far. But I call it like I see it. Refs helping the Chiefs win, making sure they go back to the bowl. Yeah, Iman really believes that. My picks taking Seahawks. That's 2.5. And the over 44.5. Saints minus 1.5. Daniel Jones out this week. Just to let you know, Iman. Not playing Sunday night in Buffalo. So 305 in the building. So let's talk about Detroit. I missed them against Green Bay. I saw a little bit of them. I saw them against Kansas City, and that's when I knew they had a good team. a younger version of the San Francisco 49ers. Very physical up front. Quarterback does his job. Problem with Detroit is they get hurt too much. They better be glad they're in the NFC North. Well, look who dropped by. It is an honor to have Sheep State Sleep TV, DS1 Ross in the building. Hey, you want to pull up? I'll drop the link. Just give me a second. Pull up. I'll drop the link. Just give me 1 second. I'm saying what's up to my boy 305. I'm gonna drop the link and pull you up. Stay right there, bro. Don't leave. Oh, I got some things to talk to you about. Oh man, it is an honor to have this man pull up tonight. And I'm getting him up here right now. Because whenever I can get this man on this platform, I'll take time out and pull him up. Because I always reference him in here. And a lot of guys say, who's DS1? I said, this man's it's a guy that a lot of people pull up. Shout out to M. Mills. Shout out to my boy. Hey, Club Fortune. Here is okay. All right, Keynes is up here. Let me get this man up here. As soon as he wants to pull up, he'll pull up. Salute, Keynes. I see you.
Salute, Uncle Mace. How are you, bro?
I'm good, man. This man is one of my favorite people in the world, and I've been watching his videos since I came into the Manosphere space since 2019. It's an honor to have you up here, sir. How you doing, DS1?
What up, OG Mace?
How you doing?
I'm all right, man. Just chilling, relaxing, man. How you?
I'm great, man. I'm great, and I'm especially flattered that you took a little time to pull up to say what's up to me. Usually, I'm saying what's up to you in your chat. I gotta go here with you. Have you done Kayla Nicole yet?
Yeah, I heard of her.
Oh, I've been killing her the last couple of nights. I have never seen a sister take an L so hard for a white man. It is ridiculous, bro.
It is. I mean, she been wanting one of them for a while. A bottom shelf Brad.
Yeah.
She been wanting one of those for a while. So, she just she just got what she got her lesson. She learned her lesson. Hopefully she did, but that should have been, her Negro wake up call, basically.
I believe she's one of these black women that despise black men. And she'll find another pizza delivery guy, a Maddie she'll hook up with the next time. So it's much, much less than Travis Kelce. Let me say this. I have never seen a group of sorry ass women take more L's right now than the sisterhood, bro. It's comical, man. It is absolutely comical.
Yeah, they had an all-time low. They definitely had an all-time low. But yeah, they had an all-time low with this shit.
Man, and then I hear this woman, I think it was on Tuesday, writing a feel sorry letter for all the divestors and the swirlers dear black girl. I'm like, honey, a white man did you this bad? And yet, this is the same. This is the same bitch that I didn't find this out to the other day. Made a video in braids trying to act like she's still black. That and she told Cam Newton to F his mom. I'm like, is this bitch serious? Really?
Yeah, they're definitely embarrassing themselves that much. Yeah, they are full out spectacle. You know,
Oh, I'll say
first
it.
it was first they try to blame us for doing it. You know, cooning and buffooning for other people, and now they're doing it. So, you know.
You know the sad part is, I'm one of these guys that once you go the other way, I look at you as a race trader, bro. I ain't even looking at you your way. I cannot believe this woman is going on social media attacking this Swift chick, this singer, who I don't think is anything special. And I'm like, bro, get over it. The white man dumped you. Most white men are going to dump you. Most Latino guys are going to dump you. Most Asian guys are going to dump you. And the Arab guy's going to have you on your knees licking camel cock. Can't make this shit up.
Nope. But see, but see a lot of a lot of these chicks who go and get to swimming all over there and on that side of the or that side of the water. A lot of them is because they never really felt wanted, you know, from us. So they go over there and think that it's something special, and they go and they want to live their life and all that extra shit, and they don't realize that that shit is a fairy tale.
Yeah.
And they'll play with you for a little while and get their rocks off and feel like they porn stars with you, and then they'll move on. It's just that
Yeah.
simple.
I always considered most black women the biggest race traders on the planet. History proves that. Also, they would rather be with a pizza delivery white guy than be with a or be a concubine to a white man or any other race of man than be uh, a multi-billionaire queen. Just look at Robert Smith and my man Byron Allen. I heard Robert Smith was married for over 20 some years to some black chick, but you know the one problem I know about black women as you move up the totem pole financially, they're always questioning you, yet you should be happy and living a comfortable life. But these bitches are still complaining. No wonder why these guys dump these hoes for white men. What do you think about that, man? I mean, for white women.
I mean, they don't. To me, it's all a bunch of bullshit. Because at the end of the day, we're getting fucked on both sides of the spectrum. So yeah, we could sit here and say they getting dumped for white women, but then those black men get dumped for white men. So I mean, it's the same shit. We playing ourselves. We're fighting ourselves to embarrass ourselves. That's all it
I
is. We're
agree.
embarrassing ourselves
I agree.
because it happens on both sides. You got a bunch of black men. Look what happened to the whole passport bro shit. Bunch of niggas embarrassed themselves. Now they're just a bunch of clowns on the internet. No one takes them serious or anything. So it's the same shit at the end of the day. There is no winner. Like I've always said, there is no winner when it's black woman against black men. There is no winner. And niggas need to stop trying to look for wins and count wins because there is none. We're both losers. The stats show it. All the facts and the statistics show it. And if you just look around and just look at the temperature of the people, we fucked up. So No one wins, so it makes no sense to try to make it seem like, oh, one is worse than the other when we're losing. It's a wrap for both of us. So that's how I look at it.
Raven Knight in the building. You did some guy named Papoose, and I'm gonna call her by her real name because most people call her Remy Mar. Her real name is Remy Martin. That skank. And you was talking about how they were supposed to be the black couple that show black love, and you did a tremendous week on that, by the way. Props to you, my brother.
Appreciate it.
My problem with all of that is, and you said it perfect. This clown Papoose should have known that this skank wanted to live the hip hop glamour life more than being a mom and a good wife to her man who, like you said, put all that young shit away and was trying to be a responsible husband and father. Am I correct about that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's,
But Pat, he didn't vet too well, man. He just was focused on what he wanted and what he saw and what he could do and all of that stuff. And he did all of that shit for an ungrateful woman. And a lot of men get caught up in that. And fellas, it's not at the end of the day, it's not our fault, but it is our problem.
it's
The
our
chick
problem.
gonna do what she do, but at the end of the day, man, we still got to be able to move on.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you somebody else who's taking major L's right now. And listen to her speak. She should just keep her mouth shut and because she's a damn good cook, by the way. This woman about to bring up. Stay in the goddamn kitchen and just do what you do best, honey. Cook. Tia Mari has hit the bottom, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, did she hit the bottom? She was on some dude. She was on some dude's show. I'm gonna let you elaborate in 2 seconds. She was on this dude's talk show and said that dating is brutal because most men think that you got men on the side and all they want is a piece. Hello, it's not the 90s, sweetheart. What the hell do you think these men out here think what they want? Go ahead, brother.
See, Tia Mari, she's in denial. She's dealing with a midlife crisis. A lot of these women think they don't have midlife crisis, but they do. Um, she's caught between a rock and a hard place because she just continues to fuck up her life like a lot of these chicks do. They get out here and they start looking around and looking on social media and start thinking it's more out there, and they forgetting that at the end of the day, man, you getting older.
Is she
And
married to that Corey guy, what,
nope,
over 20 years?
yeah, she was with him for a long time. And see what these women like Remy and Tia Mari and Jenny Ma and all of them, how they doing, dudes, they don't realize that other men are watching.
Yeah.
So when you do that to these dudes, you think these other guys gonna come and fuck with you?
Mm-mm.
And
And
this
we,
is why they messed up now. Look, I just saw an article. Nene Leakes been crying out, whining because she ain't with her husband no more. A lot of these women are regretting doing a lot of the shit that they was doing. That's why you heard me say on my platform a long time ago, fellas, let's move away from sitting there talking about women and telling them, oh, I told you so, and all of that shit, because it's not necessary. Life gonna teach them better than we could tell them.
yeah, I'm with the great Sleep State Sleep, Sleep State Sleep, Sheep State Sleep TV. I'm sorry about that, brother. The great Dear Swim Raw speaking some wisdom about black relationships. Let me go here with you. You did the topic last week about black men and black women basically taking responsibility for who they have and with one another. You did a tremendous job with that one. You always do a great job, man. But Um, I totally agree with what you said, and it's crazy how this us as a people, how we just keep effing up on each other and on ourselves. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, because it's normalized, man. A lot of us don't even know that that's what we doing. It's just so common now. So a lot of times when you speak about it, a lot of people they look at it like, what is people talking about? But that's why I make it so evident and I make it so clear when I do the shows so people can really see. That's why I give everyday examples. That's why I use celebrities so it could be more relatable so people can understand exactly, you know, what the message that I'm delivering, man. Because if if we could see all of these problems and issues within celebrities, how can't we see them within our families and within ourselves?
I think that's one of the problems is that people look at more celebrities than their everyday people right around them, and they live their life through celebrity, which I think is insane. I mean, you know how they talk about leaders. You know how you become a leader? You be your own leader. Make it out of the hood. Give back to the community. Work with your community, and that's the leadership you show. And once you become a professional, or once you become a hard-working blue collar man, you get back. And I think people, I don't think I know people in our community, black folks, they are lost with that. To them, everything is housewives of Mississippi and hip hop of Minneapolis. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Sure is, man. And a lot of us don't take it. We don't. We take this shit as a joke because a lot of us are living our lives through social media, so we really don't take what's going on in the world serious. But shit is gonna hit the fan. So a lot of this stuff we're not gonna be able to ignore anymore. It's gonna be right in our face. People don't know that they trying to call for another shutdown. It's a lot of things going on. So once something hit the people once again, like 2 years ago did, people will start waking up and stuff. But even then, man, it's gonna be a level of people just remaining where they are, and we gotta understand that those people are gonna be them, and we gotta be us, man. So that's why I tell the sheep to stay asleep. I'm not trying to wake up a willing participant in their own demise. I
How
can't
pissed
I
off?
can't help you. I can't help you.
Remember, how pissed off or disappointed was you when the sisterhood went crazy seeing those 200 men in suits? And then there's a video of this bonnet hole who is woofing, and I'm like saying, honey, put a muzzle on your face and shut up with that stupid blue bonnet on your head. What you feel about? I was very annoyed by that and disappointed by black women going all in on those brothers wearing the 200 men marching suits. They had young sons with them too, and these women are saying this. Yeah, your comment on that, man.
I mean, it just shows a level of ignorance. And at the end of the day, we shouldn't even focus on them type of women. Those type of women are pointless, classless, and they're irrelevant. And men of valor, men of integrity, men of good character, and all of those things, we need to stop focusing on that. We need to stop focusing on those women because that is not black women. That is not the majority of black women either. There's a whole pool of black women that we're not online speaking about. We're not talking about the educated corporate black slave minded woman. We're not talking about her.
You ain't
There-
lying about that.
there's a lot of black men are not online speaking about. And
Yeah,
and
they
we need
picked
to
up the
stop.
issue. Yeah,
Yeah, we need to stop wasting our time speaking on about what's negative. Because when you just sit around and speak on what's negative all day, you're not gonna find a way to build anything. And this is what black men are caught up in. We caught up in this phase where we want to tell and prove a point on, oh well, this is this way, and you did this, and you're a part of this, and that's like, yo, man, we don't got time for that. Let them people be who they gonna be, man.
I would agree with that. Yeah, and yeah, it's kind of strange how when you bring up the hardcore issues, what's really going deep in our community, these black men seem to hide and run away from it. Well, this is my bottom line about what we just said. To me, I think the one sad part about these sectors is black folks just want to have fun too much and don't want to address the serious issues. You agree with
Mm,
that?
I totally agree. I
I
totally
mean,
agree. The internet for a lot of people is their playground. This is
yeah.
where people could come and be immature and do all the dumb shit that they wish they could do on offline, but they can't. So they just participate and do all the tomfoolery online. This is the only time they have fun. This is the highlight of a lot of these people's lives. So they come on here and they treat it like they're in a goddamn amusement park
It's
because they
crazy.
don't go to amusement parks in real life.
Shit, the cost of amusement park these days.
Right. When you could just get on YouTube and jump on a panel and be a complete monkey and, act a complete monkey and feel like you with great adventures and get your high off and then get off. And this is what you see every day, man. This is what I was talking about on today's show. And YouTube is getting sick of that shit. And they're gonna get rid of people for doing it.
Yeah, I was gonna go there next. I've been asking Iman because Iman is a big Dennis Sperling fan. I said, "What happened to your boy?" And then you brought that. Then you dropped that bombshell today that YouTube basically took him off, and a lot others. I do agree with you 1,000%. These I'll just say what it is. These fuck channels, they're going to be gone within the next year and a half. I do agree with
Yeah. They're gonna be in the land of obscurity. That's why they starting with the top. YouTube always do that. They always come through and do some cleaning up. That's why they starting from the top. That's why they got Cynthia G
you.
with her
don't,
wings.
don't you think that was 3 years overdue?
Oh, it was 10 years. It was 5, 10 years overdue.
Well,
But
she's been preaching this hate for over a decade. Ugly ass.
yeah, because she started on Facebook first.
Oh God.
But but a lot of these people are gonna start getting deplatformed because it's not advertiser friendly. It promotes cyber terrorism. Like, people don't read the guidelines, for their content. A lot of the stuff that's being promoted, is not good. And YouTube is gonna start clipping people. It's gonna start from the top. And that's just what it is. And then, like people, like I was saying in the chat today, y'all are getting bored with the same type of content. So it's time for people to step their shit up, man. If you a creator, create. You got to create something different. No artist draws the same picture every day. So you can't tell me you a content creator, but you're literally creating the same type of content every time you go live. It's the same narratives that you're spinning over and over and over and over again. That's not content creation. You're not creating anything. You're regurgitating shit.
But you know what's sad though? I was gonna text you this today in your chat. That's what niggas love though. They just love niggas shit. They eat it up. They come in droves, man. It's crazy. They love to see them. They love to see both roast each other. They love it.
Yeah, but that shit gonna burn itself out. The
Yeah,
nigga
I,
shit burns itself out. It's just like it's you know it's just like in the hood. that toxic shit run its course and then it start over again with a whole nother generation. So it's gonna burn itself out. The key is you not burning out with the shit. And
Yeah,
a lot of people do because they don't know how to make the transition.
yeah,
They don't know how to, continue to reinvent yourself and grow. So
unbelievable. Yeah,
they actually think because they're getting more subscribers and there's more people coming in a chat room that they actually growing. But all you actually doing is digging a deeper hole for yourself that when them people get tired of you, you can't dig yourself out of. This is why a
right.
lot of these platforms disappear when people stop fucking with them. They
Yeah,
become totally irrelevant. Look, where's Tommy?
yeah,
Where's
yeah.
Tommy? Perfect example. Everybody loved Tommy. Tommy was the fan favorite. Where is he? Gone in obscurity. Done.
Yeah, when you're
Done.
doing,
He could never come back to YouTube. Never.
and when you're doing my man, damn, um, when you're doing Jason Whitlock, that's not saying much.
Come on now. Come
It's
on now.
crazy. Yeah,
Come
he's
on
been
now.
over there. You know,
That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work, homie. That's
I
that's
want to go.
that's
Yeah,
him.
but
That's him hanging on to dear life. Come
the
on.
one thing that I never hear about, but when I start my new channel Rumble, I'm definitely going to do this topic all night. You said it a few minutes ago. These dudes never call out these corporate PhD hoes for how much they're slaves to the man. They never call that out. And those are, I hate to say it, but those are your biggest race traders. The higher educated you are, the more you support white supremacy. You agree with that?
Nah, not the higher educated you are, the more you support it. No, it's all about you not knowing yourself. It always go back to internal value. If you
Yeah,
don't know yourself, your education doesn't matter because
I
you'll
agree.
weaponize your education and knock yourself out the goddamn game by being a goddamn by being an agent to your own people.
That's a
So
fact.
it's not about the education isn't the problem. It's the fact that you don't know who you are, so the education doesn't even benefit you and your people. So that's why it may look like, the more education you get, the more you support in white supremacy. But it's not that. It's the fact that you're not using the education to benefit you.
Yeah,
And you're not doing that because you don't know who you are. That's
yeah,
why the first thing is knowledge of self. You ain't got knowledge of self. It doesn't matter if you know the world because you won't know how to use the world to your advantage.
yeah. I
So
would
that
agree.
that's really what it is, and that's why those women be in the same predicaments as the women who don't have the education and don't have the resources that they have because they didn't know how to use the education to benefit them because they don't know who they are.
All right, let me go. Let me leave you off with this. 'Cause I know you want to run. You got to run. Who loves each other more? Black men love black women more, or black women love black men
Um, my honest opinion,
more? Yeah,
mm,
I'm a different
on
breed
a
of cat up here.
on a
So
real
yeah, on the
on
real.
a real, or do you mean like on some YouTube shit?
No, on the real. On the real.
on
I
a
mean, this
on a
stuff
real,
from New York, bro. We know what we see out here.
right, on a real,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say the way it looks like
yeah.
we love them more.
I totally agree, and I think by a wide margin. Not
I
by like
think
51-49 or 51. I think it's more like a 80-20.
and see that's why I said the way it looks, because from the looks of things, that's how it looks. But I do think that a lot of it's a nice percentage of black women that there's a lot of black women who still love black men. I do
I don't
believe
see
that.
it. That's why I asked you.
I do believe it, but we don't see it. It's not being displayed. You know, we do see nowadays a lot of a lot more black men, sacrificing and going through it. But I gotta say this too, because you know me, I'm gonna keep it balanced.
Yeah, of course.
I gotta say this too.
Mhm.
We're seeing us being hurt more now, but let's say 10 or 20 years ago, it was the black women being seen hurt. We gotta keep it real.
No, yeah, I agree with that.
The
Yeah,
way the shit that these women are putting us through now, we put them through 20 years ago.
I would agree.
The same way we be crying on social media, crying for our kids, crying for her to come home, and that was them 20 years ago, bro. They was crying in the bathroom, crying you stay home, why you always out with your friends, you in the clubs, you at the tunnel, you here, you there. That was them.
Interesting.
So we gotta keep it real. The tables just have turned, and now we're watching our asses get hurt. But 20 years ago, that was them, bro. That was them crying.
Yeah, 20, 30 years ago was definitely them.
That was them. And we can't act like we can't say it was no white man doing that. That was us.
Yeah.
They was crying over us. They wasn't crying over Cartwright.
No.
They wasn't crying over their boss at their job and none of that. They were crying over black men. So we got to keep it real. And we hurt them.
Yeah.
And we got to keep that real.
Yeah. And I'll go a step further than I let you go.
Mm-hmm.
When they say as black Americans, we have to get on code, you could forget that, because black women are more loyal to who's signing their paychecks than their skin color. Because a lot of them hate themselves when they look in the mirror anyway. So if Mr. Cartwright is paying their bills and Mr. Cartwright is giving them those nice paychecks to go shopping on, to go get their bags and go on their whole trips, you know they're going to be loyal to Mr. Cartwright. More than...
Well, I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that because at the end of the day, we in America and everybody's loyal to the dollar. Everybody. And let's just be honest.
Okay.
Black men have sold out black men for money. That's why we deal with COINTELPRO as black men. Because niggas do what? Take the money.
Yeah, and we all like...
So niggas is loyal to that white man dollar too. Niggas is loyal to that sellout check too. So I can't just say, it's hard for us to get on code because of what black women won't do. Because a lot of black men, instead of them standing with us in unison, they take the check.
Yes, I totally agree.
Where I understand your point as far as a lot of women are just materialistic and they want to enjoy things and have fun, and they don't want to be a part of all of the seriousness and shit. So they just gonna take the money and live their life. I can agree with that, but that's different. To me, that's really not selling out. That's more of cooperating and assimilating with the bullshit, where you got black men who know the shit that's stacked against us and our families and our legacy and shit like that. And we got William O'Neill type of niggas. You see what I'm saying? We got William O'Neill and Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton type of niggas. You see what I'm saying? That's more detrimental than some black women taking a goddamn check and going on a cruise. That ain't shit, nigga. Them niggas got us murdered. Them niggas got us assassinated, OG. They just going, to get some makeup and have some montage and shit.
Oh man.
But them niggas really sold us out and got us killed and destroyed whole movements that we was trying to build here in America for not just black men, but for everybody.
I'm gonna tell you something real quick. A chilling feeling I had. Folks, I'm old, so you gotta understand. 45 years ago, and I used to go to the old Audubon Theater to go to disco concerts back in the late 1970s. And the Audubon Theater is where Malcolm X was murdered. And I stood by the spot where he got murdered, and I got chills in my spine. I was a 14-year-old kid back then, bro. Real talk. And that shit gave me chills standing at the spot where they executed him, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so that movie alone, let me tell you, when I saw Malcolm X 30 years ago, Spike Lee's probably his best piece of work, when they killed him like they did, that's when I come to realize that black men sold each other out by seeing him get assassinated by his so-called his own people.
Facts,
Yeah.
bro. And that shit is a very that can be a demoralizing reality for black men, because that's why a lot of black men, that's why we have a nice percentage of black men who take their resources and just go and build somewhere else and say, I don't want to deal with, anything dealing with any niggas, because the fear of that, because that is a legitimate fear. You know what I'm saying? That's a legitimate fear. Like, if I come back and I help these niggas might kill me.
Exactly.
Because we've killed so many of our own. And we talking about black men. We talking about black men. We've done a lot of shit to each other. We've helped the enemy do a lot of shit to each other. We have. And that's why I can understand, I understand brothers when they be like, yo, man, I'm gonna just go ahead and keep it pushing. I understand. I understand why a lot of them do it. I don't get mad like I used to, because I understand it. But we definitely have to consider that, man, because that's a reality. It's a reality, man, that we participate in the demise. We're easily bought and sold. Easily, man. It's so easy. And it's done on every level. So imagine, the socio-political level, where dudes are offered dudes millions of dollars to kill you.
Yeah,
know?
no doubt.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and this is a question to both of us. Manzano said, do you think someone within Martin Luther King's inner circle betrayed him? That's how he got killed? I'm going to let DS1 answer that first before he goes. Go ahead.
Yeah, Jesse Jackson did it. Yeah, Jesse.
You must have read the same book I read.
Jesse did that.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesse, he did that. That's how he became prominent in politics.
It's true. Yep.
It's what he did to King.
Hellhound on His Trail. Get the book. It's an old book by Hampton Sides. I read the book 13 years ago. It's one of the best books I've ever read. It details James Earl Ray tracking King down and executing them. And in the book, you're going to find out two things. Number one, Martin Luther King was a womanizer, loved white women, and cheated on Coretta Scott King, God bless her soul, on many of occasions. And number two, Jesse Jackson is a liar, a phony. Don't ever believe this clown with the old Rainbow Coalition. He was full of shit. And that book details everything about the lying scumbag that Jesse Jackson really was. So you hit it on the nose. I was going to say Jesse Jackson also.
Yeah, he's a shot. He's a filthy rotten scoundrel. And there's a lot of and that is something that is a reality for us as brothers, man. That's something that is a real thing. There's always some sellout niggas in the way, just waiting in the midst, waiting to watch something be created. And I even think that even happened in the manosphere. I'm gonna say this, man, and then I'm gonna jump
Yeah,
off. I
we
think
gotta
that
leave.
even happened in the manosphere. I think there were people who were planted to disrupt and keep things low level in the manosphere. That's why it was
Yeah.
never no structure. That's why there was never no direction, because I believe it was industry plants that were there to keep things there.
I agree.
I really believe that, and that's why certain people, such as myself, along with a list of other strong fellas that were outcasted
Oh yeah.
and banished because we actually was trying to push something that was correct and that was fucking up the money, like I was once told. So once I heard that, I knew that it was plants around here, you know.
Nice. Al Sharpton was a cameo in Spike Lee's movie 30 years ago.
Yeah, that's the other sellout. Al.
Wow. I am out of there.
Oh
Hey,
wow.
I appreciate you giving me this time. And I'm gonna DM you tomorrow morning something that I have seriously in the works.
Okay,
And I
OG. I
appreciate you,
appreciate you.
and I hope you will say yes and pull up sometime. All right.
I got you.
I appreciate you, man. Have a good weekend, family. You on tomorrow? The
Yeah, I'm
video
coming
big
on
show?
tomorrow. I'm coming on tomorrow. I'll be
All right.
live tomorrow too.
All right. I'll be there because I'm off tomorrow.
All right,
Appreciate
OG.
you, man.
Have a good night.
Keep up the awesome work. You too, man.
Yes,
The
sir.
great
Peace.
Deep Stay Sleep TV, DS from Ross. Phenomenal platform. And it's an honor to have him up here, giving me nearly an hour of his time. I appreciate it. We're back to sports now, everybody. Manzano pull up 305 is watching Bianca Belair since Mr. 305 Nicers in the house. Iman Perry's here. That was an awesome near hour. And when I do Niggerland, and it's coming, folks, thumbnail out tomorrow night. Okay, tomorrow night the thumbnail will be out, and I'll put it in certain rooms so everyone can see what it's about. What me and DS1 Ross just spoke about is part of the things I'm gonna be doing in Niggerland. Okay, I'm gonna have something called the Asylum, where I know you niggas want to kill each other and have beef. I'm gonna have that in there too. But what you just heard me and DS1 talk about, we're gonna be doing a lot of that type of stuff. Now, right now I got James Kills, I got MT, they're gonna be on the panel. I'm gonna try and get DS1 to be on the panel. And one more thing. If any of you see that cocksucker Beasley, you tell that lying ass dead man to pull up, please. I would appreciate that. What's up, Tony? Back to sports, everybody. What's up, Tony?
Thank you for clearing that up, Uncle, because I've always assumed that was just like a conspiracy, like stuff that his political rivals threw up to like smear Jesse. What you and DS said and
Yeah,
stuff like
before I
that.
continue, everybody in the clouds, hit that like button and thank you for peeking in because I'm not gonna lie, and you better not lie. You guys love when I talk shit like this that coincides to the new channel that's coming in a couple of weeks. And the thumbnail will be out tomorrow night. But stuff like this is what I like to talk about. Show number one topic will be this Kayla Nicole. I gotta rip her one, so we'll do her opening night. Tony, what do you think about the baseball, bro? I was thinking about you. We're gonna do the game Sunday night on American League.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that Philly is like doing this to Atlanta. To be honest, I thought Atlanta would be playing way better than this.
I think they said it best, and I do agree with this. And people think it's a joke. It depends on the environment you play. Like if that was the Mets and they played the Phillies, the Mets would have swept them already. No lie, because New Yorkers drive down to that stadium and dominate the stadium, believe it or not. The Mets wouldn't have been intimidated, but the Braves are. Look where they're from. They're from Atlanta. Atlanta's a party city. Those players are rich guys. And when you go to a hostile environment like Philadelphia, you can be intimidated. I'll tell you who's not going to be intimidated. When Arizona gets there Monday night, I can promise you that.
Arizona has a lot of young players that don't seem to be I'm saying this. I'm shocked. For me, I'm kind of shocked that Arizona, like with the amount of young players they have on that roster, they're playing this well in the playoffs.
Yeah, Arizona. We're going to stick with Arizona. We're going to get back to Detroit because I was talking about Detroit to start the show. We're going to do Arizona for a little bit. Look, when I told you guys back in March that Arizona was going to be the surprise. I said the two teams I had making the playoffs was the Marlins and Arizona. What Arizona does well is they draft well. They draft phenomenally well. They get players who do specific things, especially hit.
Yeah.
They know how to draft hitters.
Yeah, no,
And-
that's the weakness with the Marlins. For some reason our system can't develop hitters. We know how to develop the pitching and stuff like that, but we can't for some odd reason. Besides Stan Yelich and Rio Muto, we've been horrible at developing hitters.
Yeah, it's interesting because the one thing you're going to see in this series is when Arizona gets to Philly Monday night, they're not going to be intimidated.
Kane says Kane said it in the chat the best. This Arizona team reminds him a little bit of the 2003 Marlins. Do you agree with that comparison, Uncle?
No, Arizona remind me of the they don't got the pitching like the Marlins did. Arizona reminds me a little bit of the Houston and Texas. They got bats, man. They're not going to be intimidated. And the one thing though about Arizona I didn't like, when they played the American League, they got their ass kicked. So I'm going to pick Philly in this series. Matter of fact, I'm going to pick Philly to win this.
Who's the AL championship?
I want it dead more than anything.
Texas and Houston.
Honestly, I have Texas winning it all.
I can see that. And let me add to that. This is it for Dusty Baker. And people go, huh? He wants this series real bad. Because if Bochy wins a fourth World Series, Dusty Baker is forgotten forever.
Did Dusty win a championship with San
Houston
Francisco?
Last year with the Astros. He lost to Bochy. He never won to last year. He only won one.
Okay, I wasn't sure if he won it with Barry and them.
He couldn't beat Bochy in the 2010s.
Oh,
You know?
wait, Bochy? Wait, Bruce Bochy was in the American League?
No, National. Dusty was in the National League. He just came to the American League last year, 2 years ago, and won.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I think the most successful manager in the past 20 years, the most successful National League manager to me is still Tony La Russa.
Okay, I'm not going to argue that.
Or maybe Bobby Cox. It's either him or Bobby.
What about Joe Torre?
Joe Torre was American League.
Oh, you talk about National League?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go Bochy, man. He got 3 championships with San.
Oh, over Tony La Russa?
No, I gotta go Bochy.
Oh, okay. Because
I gotta go Bochy.
Because I thought, doesn't La Russa have 3 championships with the Cardinals?
2.
Oh, okay. I thought he had 3. Okay.
Yeah, and Bochy beat him one of those years too.
Well, why doesn't Bochy get it seems like Bochy doesn't get in he wins a lot of he has 3 championships, but he still doesn't get a ton of by like the general baseball watching audience, he doesn't get enough respect still. Why is that?
Because his teams couldn't hit in the regular season. In other words, he had a great pitching staff. His teams, if you look at San Francisco Giants, one thing you'll notice in the last 15 years, you look at their roster. Other than Buster Posey and Hunter Pence, the rest of the players in that team don't hit above 255, bro.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Because Panda was a strikeout waiting to happen.
No, he hit. That's right. I forgot Ponder was there. He hit. Sandoval hit. But the rest of them didn't really hit for average. In other
Marco
words, they were a
Scutaro-
boring team. They're
Yeah.
boring to watch.
Yeah, they were a defensive and pitching team.
Yes,
mainly.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, my favorite player on that team was always Marco Scutaro. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know.
He does he's a good hitter. Like he was one of these great hitting, slap hitting second baseman.
He was clutch. Mark DeRosa was on that team too.
Yeah, D-Ro.
Yeah,
D-Ro's hilarious.
Yeah, he was on that team too. And I was thinking of Lauren Shahadi last night. That's why the other night when she was in Arizona when they swept the Dodgers the other night. Yeah. I mean, how could you? In my opinion, how could you? I think Texas and Houston. I think is the most fascinating, and I'll say it now. I think it's time for the Rangers to finally get it done, and they got a manager that can get them over the hump. And the one scary thing about Texas right now, they are clicking on all cylinders. And Texas is one of these teams, folks, that in the playoffs, they are one team that they get the job done. Arizona, Texas, 5-0 in the playoffs. Texas didn't play a home game for the first time to the other night, and so did Arizona. And you look at them now.
I'm laughing, Mace, because we always bring up Ron Washington. You say the Rangers are successful in the playoffs. Look what happened with Ron.
Hey, Ron got to the World Series twice, and it won against St. Louis. They were one strike away, not one, not two, 3 times, and they didn't get it done.
Do you think it was more his managerial style that screwed that team?
Yeah, he made some strange decisions.
How do you pull out your starter who was pitching well in the freaking was it the 8th inning? Was it at the end of the 8th inning? Was it the? Do you know the one do you know the game I'm talking about, Uncle?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Against St. Louis. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, and for me, this is what I hope the Marlins do. We can trade some of our extra pitching after we drafted these 2 young kids, to get what's his name? The guy from Kansas City. The catcher.
Salvador Perez.
Sally Perez.
I'll tell you something about the Marlins I was surprised to look at. And I was looking at this early this morning and really stunned me. I did not know the Marlins was the 4th best hitting team in baseball.
I think we just got caught. Like we got outplayed by a better team, honestly.
I'll also say this. I did not know the Marlins third baseman had 30 home runs and 85 RBIs.
Jake Berger?
I did not know that.
You know who he reminds me of a little bit, Mace?
Yeah, go ahead.
The guy from Seattle, the Buhner.
Jay Buhner.
Do you see that a little bit with Jake Berger? Or
I haven't seen Jake Berger much. I was just looking at the stats this morning. And I'm like, damn, if Florida got all this power in the lineup, then they're set. No wonder why they're not going to go out and get somebody big. They got the pitching. They got power hitters in the lineup. They're going to have to re-sign Jorge Soler to a better contract, and I think they will do that. Yeah, I don't see the Marlins.
You don't think they improve their catcher position by getting a Salvador Perez because that's the one weakness we have.
I could see that. I mean, I could see that. But I was surprised that the Marlins had a third baseman that hit 30 home runs and knocked in 85 runs.
The last guy we've had that did that was Mike
Lowe.
No, Miguel Cabrera.
Yeah, that was 20 years ago. Wow.
And Miggy just retired.
Yeah, I was saying this the other day. I was talking to a baseball guy the other day, and I said, bro,
first ballot Hall of Famer.
No, yeah. I was gonna say that the only reason why Cabrera is not immortal, he comes close. He didn't hit enough home runs.
He was a pull hitter.
Yeah, Marty. I was saying this to a lot of people. You're never gonna see the person who's gonna hit the next person that's gonna hit 700 home runs. He's not on Earth yet, folks.
You don't think Shohei could do it?
Oh, nah, he's broken down. No.
And Miggy doesn't get enough respect because he gets overshadowed by Mr. Consistency and the machine, Albert Pujols.
Well, Pujols is immortal. I mean, this man walked away from baseball 62 RBIs behind Aaron. Think about what this said. 62 RBIs behind Aaron. If he never got hurt, he would have been the only player to hit 800 home runs, maybe even more.
Wait. How many RBIs did Aaron have?
Let me check. I know he finished 62 behind Aaron.
No, and did he have enough? Did he already pass? Did he have enough hits to pass Pete?
Nah, Pete Rose got 4,000 hits. That's never going to be touched.
You don't think so?
No.
Ichiro was close. Ichiro was probably the closest one to do that because I think he had like 300 and with how late Ichiro started his career in Major League Baseball, I'm surprised he ended up with 3,955 hits, Uncle.
No, he never had that many in major leagues.
Or am I
maybe
combining
combined with Japan, but not in the majors.
How many hits did he have in the majors?
Just over 3,000.
But not that much. I'm maybe combining his hits, you think?
Yeah.
Ichiro was another kid like him. And were you a big fan of Hideki, Uncle?
No.
You didn't like Hideki you preferred Ichiro over Matsui?
Yeah. All right. Aaron had 2297. Pujols had 2218. Roof came next, 2214. I mean, bro.
Oh, so he was in the 2000s. He wasn't even 3,000 hits.
Yeah. Cap Hansen was 2,075. Bonds doesn't count. Garrick is 1995. Wow. I'm looking at these Hall of Fame.
Where's DiMaggio?
DiMaggio. I don't think DiMaggio's even in the top.
How about him?
Beltre finished 25th of all time.
Uncle, don't let Chris Russo hear you say that about his favorite player.
No, that's his father's favorite player.
Wait, is that am I mixing him up with Joe rapping Roberto that likes DiMaggio?
No, rapping Roberto likes Mantle.
Oh Jesus. Is Mantle even in the top 20?
No.
Wow. So
Mantle had knee problems.
DiMaggio
is number 50 all time with 1,537 RBIs.
Wow. Well, to be honest, like I agree with you. I think someone the kid who's gonna break the record is someone that's not in the league right now.
He's not even alive yet.
Without any, I think steroids is get by the time and he did it clean. That's what surprised. Like he did it clean his whole career.
He sure did. Cal Ripken was number 29. Wow, Cal almost at 1,700. Frank Thomas at 1,704. Manny Ramirez doesn't count. 1,831.
Mark McGuire.
No, McGuire is not up there. No.
Sammy.
Let me see. If Sosa's 31, but he doesn't count. 16,
Palmeiro.
16. Oh, Palmeiro. Let me see. George Brett's up there. Wow. Let me see. Beltran's up there. Oh, man.
Where's Mark Grace in the RBIs?
Nah, he's nowhere near this.
Oh, my mistake. Not Mark Grace. His teammate, the second baseman.
Sandberg? Nah, he's not in the RBIs.
Oh, Sandy is not in that list? Wow.
Sandberg, no. McGuire is 14. He's 74, but he doesn't count.
Okay.
Remember Aramis Ramirez?
Oh, the shortstop for the Cubs?
No, he was I think Erasmus was an outfielder.
Oh no, Aramis Ramirez. I know who you're talking about. He played outfield, but he actually played most of it. That was at the end of his career. Aramis played third and short. At the beginning when he was younger.
A lot of steroid guys on this list.
Where's Hunter Pence?
No, he's nowhere near this.
I mean, my mistake. Buster. Where's Buster?
No, he's not near this either. Because Buster has some injured years. Oh.
Where's Miggy?
Cabrera? Let me see. Eddie Murray's 11. Mays is 12. Cabrera is 13. Funny that you asked. Cabrera, 1,881. One thing about Cabrera, right, you got to give him a lot of credit. With him, he was very consistent. He's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. You can say he's an immortal. Yeah, he got 1,800. Yeah, he's an immortal. Definitely. No question.
He's an immortal, but he doesn't get enough respect because of Albert. To be honest, he doesn't get enough respect because it's crazy. He led the league twice, 3 times. I think he led the league in RBIs and home runs and RBIs 4 or 5 times in the American League, and I think he did it once I think he's the only in the modern era, I think in the past 20 years to do it in multiple leagues, to lead the league in RBIs and home runs.
Yeah, Maggie has had a hell of a run.
But you think he gets overshadowed because Albert was more consistent for a longer period of time?
That and what hurt him a lot was Mike Trout coming in. Now Bryce Harper is going to get a chance to get a ring as he's fulfilling his prophecy as the chosen one. Players like those two hurt him because they came into baseball when it was cleaned up.
Is there still with Miggy specifically? Is there still speculation of him doing roids? Is that what it is?
No, he had drinking problems. That was public. That's what hurt him. But he's still going to go first ballot.
Do you think he's the best Venezuelan baseball player?
Oh, no question.
Over our short.
Minoso?
No, wait. Is the guy that we talk about the Alomars? Are they Venezuelan?
No, Alomar's Dominican. I mean, no, Alomar's Puerto Rican.
All 3 Alomars?
Yeah, they're Puerto Rican. Yeah.
I still laugh every time when we
think
bring
from the-
Roberto up.
There's
Him
a town, I
trying to
think,
get
they're
Jose
from the-
Mesa.
Yeah, there's a town. I think they're from Bayamon.
Bayamon,
Yeah, that's
Puerto
where they're
Rico.
from. Yeah, that's where they're from.
Is
Oh,
there a
you
lot?
mean? Oh, you know, Fico is Venezuelan. Yo, Vizquel is Venezuelan, bro.
Oh yeah, Omar Vizquel.
Yeah.
That's who I'm thinking of that wanted to kill Jose Mesa.
Oh yeah, man.
Is Jose Venezuelan or Puerto Rican?
Dominican. Mesa's Dominican.
Did he throw a horrible pitch that blew that save? What happened? I can't remember.
He gave up the home run to the Council to tie it in Game 7 when the Indians was like an out away, bro. And Bob Costas was singing poetic about the history of the Indians.
Oh, yeah. got too big for his britches there.
Man, my nephew, bro, it broke his heart. Next day, he woke up to go to school. He asked me, did they win? And I said, no. My nephew went to school crying with his little, he was 6 years old. He went to school with his little Indians cap.
Which nephew is this?
The one that does my thumbnails.
Is he the big wrestling fan?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He was a big Indian. Was it because of Manny he was a big Indians fan?
No, he liked Jim Tomei.
Oh, was Konerko on that team too?
No, Konerko is always the White Sox, even though the Dodgers made the dumbest trade in history, getting rid of him for a bag of balls.
You can say that with the Marlins too, Mace. Like we traded 4 superstar players within the what's it called? I would say within the last 40 years. We did it with Miggy. We did it with Mike Piazza because let's not forget Piazza was a Marlins draft pick.
Traded Sheffield.
The other catcher, my God,
Charles Johnson.
no, not Charles Johnson. Benny, Benji,
Benito Santiago.
Benito. Like, how stupid of a GM do you have to do that? Like,
Gary
really?
Sheffield.
Do you like Benito, Miss?
Not really, but he was good.
Was he one of the catchers that got accused of steroids?
No,
Or was that Pudge?
that was Pudge. And Pudge knew he did it too.
And he didn't care.
He got him.
Pudge didn't give a shit. Seriously.
No, he didn't. He really didn't care. But it was funny, bro. Those days were funny. Baseball's not like that no more, though.
Yeah. I'm saying this. Baseball, the two sports that started in the sport in America are becoming niche sports. Baseball and boxing.
I totally agree with that.
Hello, guys.
Hey,
Also,
Raven.
I
Listening to y'all.
I totally agree with that. Boxing and baseball is dead in this country.
Steroids killed baseball. I can't believe I'm saying this. Muhammad Ali Reform Act killed boxing.
I think what killed boxing really, there were no more heavyweights, bro. America loves heavyweights.
They're not a big fan of the smaller weight classes. After Evander and
Right after Evander Tyson, it died. When Evander beat Tyson, that's when it died.
And you hated. You said you hated Evander, right?
Yeah,
Mace?
I never liked him. Never.
You hated him more than Mike.
Mike, I just looked at as the bully, but once he lost to Buster Douglas, his allure wore off.
Yeah, and
because
people,
it's like the heavyweight did fade out.
Yeah, no one's buying the Klitschko brothers, bro.
Yeah,
I don't mean I as a sport, I don't think it'd ever die itself. I think boxing could always make a comeback. I mean, unless everyone's bloodthirst is gonna go UFC, MMA, which will probably go for a good 20 years or so until until someone dies in the octagon. I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
no, and for me and Mace, you know the sad part, I've been in contact with some of these Hall of Fame boxers because my mom does sports legends dinners, and I've heard Tommy Hearns do speeches, and the guy can barely put two words together and
yeah,
stuff like.
Goes in the head. Real boxing back in the 80s.
it's real boxing. I
Who
mean,
was the boxer that died homeless, Mace? He was like a Hall of Fame boxer that they found dead in the street or something like that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember that. But I know that.
Was it Archie Moore or something like that that they found homeless in Philadelphia or something like that?
Archie Moore?
No, not Archie Moore. My God, it was a famous boxer that they found not dead in the street, but he was living in a poorhouse because he ran through his money and stuff like that. They found him broke and destitute and stuff like that.
Oh, I don't know who that was, because I'm not into the boxing like that. Sonny Liston, they killed him, bro. They killed Johnny Liston.
You remember that because I think that was like in your teenage years when that happened.
No, that was when I was in my mother's stomach.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, Uncle.
That had to be like April of 1964. That was, bro. You know why? I never knew. My mother used to come. My mother's a sports fan, so she used to tell me these stories. And then they did the 25th anniversary, February 25th, 1989. FAN did it because they were good with that historical stuff, and they told the story about what happened to Sonny Liston when Ali beat him.
What year was Rumble? What year was the first Rumble in the Jungle, Miss?
The Rumble in the Jungle was 873.
Oh, that was that considered George Foreman's prime, or was that more getting towards the end of his career, like going towards like the middle to the end of his career?
That's when the early years. Ali was getting older, but that was George Foreman.
And you
Larry
hated
Holmes.
Foreman, right? You hated George.
Back then, yeah, I didn't like.
He didn't get popular, like you said, until the Foreman grills.
That's what made that, and more importantly, when he was robbed against Evander Holyfield.
That's how people started hating Evander.
Yes.
And I think Evander got that surly attitude. Like you said, George hated doing doing stuff with kids, right?
Yeah, back in his young days, yeah.
Yeah, I think Evander got that too, because I heard like my friend's dad used to say like he would go to Evander fights when he was in the Olympics, and he would try to get autographs with Evander when he was like in his teenage years and stuff like that, and Evander would like just brush him off.
I felt bad for Evander when he got the belt. I mean, when they took that medal off of him, I felt bad for him, for a brother. When he went into boxing, I was like, I ain't gonna ever forget that Olympics. I've never forgotten that Olympics because he was so
that the same year
destroyed
with
when they
Tyson?
took it off of him. I mean, live on TV.
I have a question. Were him and Tyson in the same Olympic classmates, or was Tyson a little bit after?
No, Tyson got cut from the Olympics.
Jackson got cut. He didn't go to the Olympics. Evander went to the Olympics. And he did get robbed of that medal. That was embarrassing for him because they took. I mean, back then the Olympics was that Olympics. That was like what, the Cold War coming to an end. So, because it was in Russia, wasn't it?
No, that was 80.
Was it 80? I mean, it was 80. So was he in? Was that the Olympics?
That was
in Russia?
Atlanta. That was Atlanta.
Oh, that's Atlanta.
Atlanta was 96, but that wasn't Holyfield. The Holyfield was the 84 team with Mark Breland, and
Yeah,
that was 84, Manzano. That was in LA.
that was in L.A. Yeah, and I
Okay.
mean they took the medal right off him on live TV, bro.
Did they strip him because he cheated or something? What happened?
I forgot what it was. What I mean, it was
forgot
like a controversial call too.
Yeah, that was a very good Olympic team, but it wasn't as good as 68. 68 and 76. 76 was awesome, bro. That
Wait,
was
what's
Burns,
That
Hagler. That was
was
Burns, Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard. What's his face? I forgot who was Alexis Arguello's rivalry.
I know who you're talking about. My God,
His name starts with an A. Aaron Pryor. That was the 76 Olympic team.
what year?
Oh.
What Olympic team was Big George on? Uncle?
68.
Was that the one with Ali?
No, Ali was 60.
So you think the greatest teams are 84, 76, 74, 74 60, 68, and 60?
Yeah, 60, 60, 68, 74, 70, 76, and 84. Yeah, those were the best teams. Yeah.
And honestly, and this is what happened. Like after the Tyson's year, it seems like I think the Oscar and Floyd's year was pretty good for the Olympics.
I think the problem with that Olympics, though, that should be 92 Olympics. The Dream Team dominated. No one cared about anything else.
Oh, the Dream Team overshadowed that great boxing.
It overshadowed everything, bro. Speaking of that, two things in the one in the real world, and I forgot to say this tonight. Our good friend, who was a D1 up here, Pete Takes, lost his mother today.
Holy crap!
So
Sorry.
everybody say a prayer for Pete. I got the word this morning, and Big Money Sean was like me. We were both stunned. And Pete, if you're listening, bro, my heart, everybody in here in this platform, my heart goes out to you, family. You're always family in here, Pete, and my prayers are with you. And the other one, I did not know this happened the other day. We're talking about the Olympics. We lost Mary Lou Retton to cancer.
She passed away
the
today.
gymnast.
Yes, I think she passed away on Monday or Tuesday. Yeah.
Wait, was she the one that got injured by the?
No, that was Kelly. That was Kelly Scragg.
No.
Mary Lou Retton was out of Houston.
Yes, she was America's sweetheart. Mary Lou.
Yeah, she
No,
was.
I'm talking about the one who got injured by the lady who became the comedian.
No.
Was that
Kelly
Mary Lou
what?
Retton?
No. No, that was not her, Manzano. No.
Okay.
Totally different person.
Mary Lou Retton was 40 years ago, folks.
Yeah, she was 40 years
I'm too young,
ago.
so I don't know who that is. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. yeah. She was 40 years old. She was out of Houston.
Yeah, America's sweetheart died of cancer earlier this week. Always.
I remember when she won a medal.
Yep, won a gold medal. Always had that smile. You know,
we were so proud of her when she won that gold.
First American.
We were so proud of her. Yeah, that was a patriotic gold medalist right there. Yeah.
Nadia Comaneci was 72. Olga Korbut was 76.
Was the Russians always dominating the gymnastics?
Yes.
Yes.
Mary Lou Retton. Yeah.
Was she high? What was she more of like a floor routine person, or was she like everything?
She was everything.
No, the reason why I asked that is because now the gymnasts are separated by categories, so I wasn't sure if back
They
then
had the
it was still
categories back
They
then.
set right category. That's how gymnastics is set up. You play for you compete in each category, and your cumulative score in that category moves you up. If you're the top contestant in that one top three, you earn the gold. I mean, pretty much you got to do nines. You got to do 9.9, tens. And Mary Lou, she did a triple axel release. That's what got her the goal. That's one of the hardest, difficult moves. Now the girls are later in gymnastics. Yes, I love gymnastics. When girls further down the line, they were able to pull it off. But Mary Lou was the first one American that pulled it off. Nadia was my favorite gymnast of all time.
Nadia Comaneci, bro. You know that?
Yes,
Bro,
absolutely, absolutely.
Comaneci, Nadia was 76. Olga Colbert was 72.
I mean, at school we used to watch her. We used to watch her videos, and then Mary Lou came up. Like Mary Lou, she was out of Houston, and I was like, wow, okay. You know,
So,
watch Mary Lou.
wait,
I'm so proud of her.
were the two swimmers we always talk about, Mark Spitz and the other guy, in that same year with Mary Lou, or were they after?
They were way after. Mary Lou was the 84 Olympics.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if
96 in Atlanta.
Mark Spitz and who's the other swimmer? Oh, damn it! That you say is the greatest swimmer.
It was no other swimmer back then. It was Mark Spitz. And I don't give a damn how many titles Michael Phelps has won. He'll never be Mark Spitz, bro.
My generation. That's my generation's Mark Spitz, Mace. Sorry.
Mark Spitz. Every woman in America loved Mark Spitz, bro. Tom Selleck looked like him.
Oh, wait, I thought it was the other way around.
No. Mark Spitz is an iconic figure in this country, bro. I know I'm getting old. The Mark Spitz crowd is dying off, but he'll always be. Let me put it this way: there's Jesse Owens, and there's Mark Spitz,
and Mary Lou Retton, Mace. Mary Lou.
And her too, yeah. But I'm just talking about the iconic. It was Jesse Owens, Mark Spitz. What's her face? I just said her name.
Olga.
No, she's Russian. What's her face? I just said it too. And Retton is there too. The Olympic runner. What's her name again?
Florence Joyner Kersey.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yes. Oh, FloJo.
And Lewis. Even though
Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis, yes.
Carl Lewis.
Yes. And Sugar Ray Leonard. There you go. Sugar Ray. America loved him. I mean, 76 Olympics. And then my girl, God bless her soul, FloJo died too early. I mean, even a guy like me who's damn monk, even I love FloJo.
Everybody love FloJo. I mean, when she came out with that one legger and she was seeing her run, FloJo was the most gorgeous track star in history, bro. I mean, Sha'Carri, she got a long way to go if she ever want to try to get up to FloJo. And FloJo, I mean, when she passed away, it was so shocking that, I mean, all track and field cried, bro, for a while.
Was the figure skater that got injured, Mace, an America's Sweetheart? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Figure skater? Which figure skater? What? You all over the place.
The chick from Boston. You should know was the 2002 Olympics. The chick
Nancy? You talking about the Tanya Hardy?
Yeah,
Tanya Hardy and Nancy. Okay, all right. Well, when it came to those two, I felt bad for Nancy. Yeah, and that was wrong. But I also knew that's how. And I mean, it's not racist, but that's how them white couples get when they got into dealing with the Olympics. I actually had a serious crush on Tanya Hardy. I thought because she was a figure skater with a booty. And yeah, and later on, she dropped the tape.
She was nuts though.
Yeah, she was. She had. I mean, back then I was into the crazy chick. So I was like, I had the hots for Tanya, but I was like, it was really wrong what she did to Nancy. And when it got to when it got to Tanya in the Olympics, hey, that was pure karma. That was karma at the Olympics. How she had that meltdown. I'm like, that's what you get.
That's what you get for injuring Nancy.
That's what I mean, for real, dude. I mean, you can sit back and probably YouTube that now. I mean, Mace, you remember how she had? I mean, literally melt down. She got her got. I mean, for real, man. You might want to go ahead and look at them archives of that. I mean, you want to talk about worldwide embarrassment? Yeah, you got your got. And Nancy ended up, she brought home the silver, which she could have possibly gotten the gold if she didn't get, injured like that.
Yeah, I remember I watched the movie, and I think it was something to do with she sharpened her blades too much or something like that.
No, it was basically where Tanya's boyfriend with that club hit her, and I mean it messed up. I think it actually messed up the bone because I mean she needed to secure that landing when she was gonna come out of it, and yeah, I mean as a figure skater, man, some girls are fragile down there in the knees and the ankles. That was foul. If she was fully strength and had no injury, she could have pulled that off. Probably got a perfect 10 and definitely would have brought on the goal.
Were you a big fan of Michelle Kwan?
Yeah.
The only figure skater I ever liked was Debbie Thomas. That's it.
Who?
Debbie Thomas. You don't know.
Oh, Debbie Thomas. Yeah, and Debbie. Oh man, Mace. So sorry about that. I'm sorry, Debbie. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, Debbie Thomas. Oh my God, Mace. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, you. Yeah.
You saved Draven there. You saved Draven right there.
Mace boy, you pulled a name out of history out of that one. Yeah. Oh God.
Oh yeah. And the only gymnast I really liked, who was before Biles?
Biles, Simone.
Before Biles, but Biles cannot stand.
You don't like?
I know who you're talking about. The white girl. The white girl.
No, she's not white.
No, Simone Biles. Are you serious?
Yeah,
the one who married down in Houston. You mean my little princess?
Let me look it up. I'll tell you who it is. Let me look it
my
up.
little princess. You can't. Well, you better like her. You better like her.
I don't like Biles. I'm sorry.
Why you don't like her?
I just don't.
She's perfect. Man, hey, I backed her when black females, and it wasn't the majority because the majority also was like that was wrong how they just treated her over her hair, and that was just that showed the pettiness within the sisterhood and all that. But the fact that she went forward, she actually is a current champ right now, and I believe she is going to be making another run for the Olympics again. And she's gonna show out, but I mean, man, she married a brother. They still married. They live down in Houston.
I'll give her that.
Because she pretty.
Who's the white actor?
Zach Efron.
Oh my God! The thing she did with Zac Efron, and Zac Efron gave her that look like, get the F off me.
Who are you talking about? Simone? Oh, yeah. Back then?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow, man. Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
I can't blame Simone. I can't blame Simone for acting like that because Zach was like, that
was High School Musical. Do you know how many little girls was in the High School Musical back then? That was like, let that go, man. She was still a little girl then, bro. She now a woman. She married to a brother, bro. He played for didn't he play for the Houston Texans? Is he still playing for the Texans? Laura, where the hell you at? Get your butt up here.
Zac Efron is an actor.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, no, I ain't talking about no damn Zac Efron. I know who Zac Efron is. I'm talking about Simone Biles' husband. That's who she's married to. He's married to a football player.
Were you able to find the girl Simone hates, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna find her. I'm doing skating. It's gymnastics.
Mm-hmm.
We started something, Mace. I'm so sorry.
All right, I'm gonna say her name 3 times so she come up and roast you.
Oh, by the way, Mace, it's
I
happening
killed
again.
Biles up there 2 years ago when our girl, what's her face, was following the Olympics, and she couldn't stand Biles.
No, they were all hating on her. They all hating on haters. That's because I mean the true alphas, like, you know, the brothers like, wait, y'all gotta roll up off of her. I mean, yeah, the brothers started checking her out. I mean, yeah, I swear her husband used played for Houston because I mean I think he's still yeah. Hey man, Simone got it. She got it, and she just won a championship, U.S. championship, first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I think if she does make the Olympic team, I mean, this is because, you know, a gymnast does age out early,
all right,
very
here
early.
is Gabby Douglas. The way she treated Gabby Douglas was horrible, bro.
Oh, Gabby. Oh, that's who it is. It took me. She hated Gabby.
My day, Manzano, my time is not spent on midgets jumping on a balance beam. You know what I'm saying?
I know that, but I agree with you. That was wrong how she treated that girl.
I'm like, honey, you're that egotistical? Fucking calling her trash? That's the main reason why I don't like Simone Biles. The way
she and Gabby, they made up a long time ago.
All right, Andrew Luck knows he's gonna be. He believes he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame next year.
Andrew,
for what?
Shut up,
what?
Andrew.
For what?
That man didn't have a long enough career to be in the Hall of Fame.
Sure is. For what?
That's delusional, Mace.
Shortest spotlight.
I'm gonna tell you right now, because next year's class is nothing special. He may not get in, but he's gonna get a lot of votes next year.
For what?
What do you think, Raven?
Shortest spotlight in the NFL career? What?
White is right. White is right.
Exactly. Manzano just said it.
Oh.
They'll blame the injuries why his career was so short.
No, and for me, when I can understand why fans turned on him so quickly after he retired and he started snowboarding and stuff like that. But let's be honest, like his mind was shot by the time they built that offensive line. What do you expect? How do you expect him to react when?
The last year of his career, he played with a great offensive line. The reason why he retired was because he couldn't take the hits no more.
He couldn't take the hits. He was an eggshell. Sorry to say. I mean, you were right. You're right. He was playing with. I remember that because he was playing with a strong offensive line. I was like, "What the fuck are you?" Oh, sorry. Why the hell are you? Like, why the hell are you? Why the hell you retiring when you actually had a strong line? He was. I mean, I started to believe in the Madden card Luck, but then again, I mean, because I remember when they dropped that, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try out Luck." He's not too bad, but yeah, he's an eggshell. He can't take no hit.
Yeah,
no. The reason why I said his mind was shot is because, but by the time they built the offensive line, he was seeing ghosts by the time that offensive line was built. You understand what?
No, he wasn't seeing ghosts. He was scared as fuck because the defensive lineman was always talking over their defensive line and talking shit to him. And you heard the word, they psyched him out. That's why you was able to lock his ass up and sack his ass. They were scared. He was scared of them niggas coming for him. That's what it was.
Do you think Dwight Freeney's getting in the Hall of Fame?
You don't need to get in the Hall of Fame. What for? Failure?
No,
get out.
Not me. Not me.
No, I'm asking Mace. Do you think Dwight Freeney has enough stats to get in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, but it's not holding. They're holding him out. I don't know why.
I'll go up to Ohio and I will put roses in the Tom Brady Hall of Fame corridor before I do that for luck.
Oh Jesus!
Wow.
You hate Luck that much?
Yeah, you hated Luck. Even I loved Andrew Luck. I loved him in college.
No, I don't care too much for him.
Okay. You ain't getting no pushback, bro.
He
Yeah,
left
for
his, I
me,
mean, he
I
let his
like-
team down. I mean, that's like the captain of the team is going to say, okay, I'm done. You know, I'm sorry. I mean, get your scary ass up out the team. Get out.
Also, it was discovered, and these are facts, that he hurt his back snowboarding.
Oh, yeah. Because he an eggshell. He can't take no hit.
That is the fact.
Did he have worse injuries than Peyton did?
Nah, Peyton.
No.
Peyton
No.
was neck, man.
Yeah, Peyton was almost inhuman. And you know what? I mean, I was comparing Peyton, and what I realized I'm comparing Peyton to this man was the fact that, you know, and that's shout out to them Giants. That's shout out to them Giants of yesterday. That inhuman Phil Simms. That's what I began, you know, comparing Peyton Manning to. That's the only man that I compare Peyton Manning to when it came to taking pain. Yeah.
Phil Simms.
Yeah. I remember them Cowboy games where we hit him. He got right
his
up.
son hates every quarterback that comes into the NFL.
Yeah.
James,
Yeah.
can you explain that to me? Why Chris tends to over criticize every quarterback that comes to the NFL?
Chris Russo?
No, Chris Simms.
Because he's being an a-hole.
Was he even a good quarterback?
Well, Chris Simms?
Yeah.
He also got hurt early in his career.
Mm-hmm.
He was heading that way, but he got hurt.
Brian Greasy had that problem too. He would have been a great.
He's this guy, you know, Greasy. Funny you say about him. He's this guy's quarterback's coach right now. Brock Purdy's.
Oh, Brian Greasy? Wait,
Yeah.
is Greasy related? By chance, is that? Are him and Bob related?
That's his son. Bob Greasy's his father.
Oh, I didn't know that. Like I've just because they have the same name, I didn't assume. I just didn't assume.
That's his father.
Okay. Who? Wait, Mace. Who's the quarterback that we always talk about that hated getting replaced in Canada?
Go Flutie?
But yeah, who replaced him again?
Jeff Garcia.
He hated Jeff so much. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jeff never amounted to anything in the NFL. That's the sad
he was
part.
a pretty damn good player, bro.
Jeff?
Yes.
I'm saying, like, in terms of winning Super Bowls, I'm saying.
Well, again, back in those days when he was playing, who you had? Denver? Dallas? The Ravens? Then the New England dynasty? How he's gonna win, bro?
Oh, okay. Mark
Ravens,
Brunell is
don't you
another
mean-
overlooked guy too. Mark was
Don't you mean the Colts? Mace wasn't it the Colts in Baltimore back then?
No, they were the Ravens.
They were the Ravens? Okay.
Yeah, they were the
The
Ravens.
Colts were already in Indianapolis by the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
As a matter of fact, they're celebrating their 40th anniversary this year.
Wait, did Irsay not want to be in Baltimore? Is that why he moved out of there?
Bad facilities.
Well, when I went to Baltimore and just hanging out, with my first ever Ravens game, right? And I'm like, I was really, really, talking to my guys and my coworkers there because I was visiting the city and trying to understand what kind of, how much do they really hate the Colts and why? And they explained that. I was like, wow, they were really mad about that move.
They snuck out in the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night. I'm like, what?
Did. The U-Haul trucks came in the middle of the night and took everything in the offices. Yep.
Wait a minute. Me and Kane. Wait, Canes, you're old enough to see Dan Marino in his prime because me and you are only a year apart.
I saw the last 6 years.
Oh,
From 94 to his last game, I
Mhm.
think 94 he was
Yeah.
good, but after that he wasn't the same.
his ACL after his ACL, he wasn't. He was completely different.
Wasn't the guy, the player between 1983 and 1993, first 5 games of the year. That was vintage. That was, to be honest with you, that was the year they should have won the Super Bowl. When they left Dallas, sorry, Raven. When Leon Lett did what he did and Stojanovic hit that field goal, they were 9-2.
Yeah, I was so mad. It's okay, but I was so mad at then, and when he got hurt, I was like, ha 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 ha. The Achilles heel of the Giant is finally happened.
You laughed at that, Raven?
Yeah, I was like, yeah. I mean, I didn't laugh at it, but I was like, ha ha. I'm like, okay, now the Giant is finally wounded, so we don't have to deal with him no more. That's how I felt.
Yeah, this is concept creator that is a Ravens fan. No, not Ravens fan. He's I think he's a Buccaneer fan, yeah. And he was doing the monologue about the Buccaneers, and he was talking about them. And one of the things he said, and I was like, oh, really? This guy's from Miami Gardens, and he couldn't stand Marino, bro. He said when Marino got hurt, it was one of the happiest days in my life. It
was. Like, we didn't have to deal with him no more. I mean, I'll never forget that Monday Night Football where he was in that recliner with his foot up. I was like, good. We don't have to put up with him for a season. It was great. All right. Yeah, go ahead and rest Marino. Don't get me wrong. I didn't hate him. I mean, he was good, dude. I mean, I played him in his first video game. So it wasn't no hate. That's how I knew how good he was. And I remember that dang Super Bowl. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, Marino was, like I said, I was like, ha, the Giant is finally wounded.
The video was about, this guy's a Tampa Bay fan, and he did a video about the beef between Warren Sapp and Keyshawn.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
He was talking about the day when Marino lost 62-7, how happy he was.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was a blowout.
Miami Gardens. My man, I'm from Miami Gardens. I was so damn happy when we got rid of it, when the Jaguars got rid of his ass 62-7. His old ass.
And Mace, was it you? We talked about this a few years ago about Marino. Was it you or another person that came on the panel that called him Deadly Dan the Magnum Man?
That's me.
Was that an actual nickname that he had, or?
No, that's the nickname I gave him.
And it's all about jealousy too, like with certain fan bases too, of why they hated Marino so much, Mace, is because they didn't have a great quarterback like him.
This guy who did the video about the beef with Keyshawn and Sapp, this guy was 34 years old. He said, I just cannot stand the Dolphins. I live here in Miami.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I know the feeling. I live about a mile east of Yankee Stadium. I cannot stand the Yankees, bro.
I mean, you got to just understand. I mean, them Dolphins back then, boy, they with him, they were a threat. We were like, good, he's gone. Like, Jesus.
He hated the Dolphins so much. He hated Marino so much. He rooted for the fucking Tony Dungy Buccaneers, bro.
Yeah, I remember I had some friends that switched over to the Bucs as well.
Yeah. I get the feeling I understand why, because back then, and it still is today, growing up in Miami, being a young black guy, and you're seeing everybody wearing Dolphin jerseys, talking shit about people,
No,
And
we
he's
saw
looking
Dolphin.
at
I mean,
Dan
people wearing
Marino right
Dolphin
now.
jerseys here in Dallas.
Yeah, he's rocking. He's looking at everybody rocking Dan Marino, and he's looking at us. What the hell this nigga ever won?
Yeah, man, I mean,
He
the
understands
Merino
it.
jersey literally became a fashion trend in
So look,
history, and it still
bro,
is.
I
It
say this
still
right.
is. And now, I mean, it's stylish. I mean, I gotta say, his jersey actually was, but it was a style. Besides what, the Oakland Raiders?
Yeah, and I'll say this too. To this day, when I look at fans going into the Hard Rock in Miami, most of them are wearing Merino jerseys, bro.
I wouldn't doubt it.
No, really, it's fact. Most of them wearing
Mm-hmm.
Merino jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, I hope Sean has a good time Sunday. He'll be at the Dolphin game rocking his Tyreek Hill jersey. He texted me today. He says he's gonna be rocking his Tyreek Hill jersey, and he'll be at the stadium rooting against Carolina Sunday. Oh, Mr. Miami, what's up,
I'm still here.
305? You know what
What's
I'm
up?
about to say, right? That game does not exist to me on Sunday. Repeat, Miami, Carolina does not exist because I know what the outcome's going to be. Even though you got fools out here, folks, that really believe Bryce Young is going to win his first game on Sunday.
Not gonna happen.
I'll say this right now. If Bryce Young leaves that stadium with the game ball winning, I will say it on the record. The Dolphins are in serious trouble. Carolina. I'm so confident they're going to win that game. I'm not even covering it on Sunday. I'm doing Seahawks in Cincinnati. Man, don't let that happen.
We gonna see. We're gonna lay the smack down on Carolina fans if you smell what the Rockets cooking. Like last time, we beat them like 33-10.
Yeah, we put Cam
What's
Newton
up,
out.
305?
We knocked
What's
out
up? What's up, brother Raven? Just sitting back chilling. What's up, brother Kane and brother Mace?
What's up, family?
Sitting back chilling.
When's our match, bro?
Huh?
When's our match?
Just sitting back chilling. Just about to sip on some drink right quick.
That's you. That's you, bro.
Getting ready for this game Sunday.
No problem with that.
Yeah, I'm just sitting back getting ready for this game Monday. I'm saying the Chargers is gonna win it.
You don't get two inept owners more than Jerry Jones and Gene Spanos. The only difference is Jera won 3 Super Bowls, but remember, what's our chick, the one that's on TV now, the talk show host?
Oh, the Chargers and already done stole games from us before.
You did beat them twice.
Oh yeah, we beat them bad.
I saw those games. They were both in LA. Trust me, I had money in those games.
we beat them bad.
Star P, I'm putting picks for you for college football right now and pro in the chat. So get ready for them. I got you, Star P. Don't worry. I got Dion tonight minus 11.5. If he didn't curse out his players after the game, I would have took Stanford tonight. But because Dion was very upset with the loss, he whipped that whip this week. So I expect Colorado to run ramshot on Stanford tonight, folks.
We already gave Carolina the whipping stick. So we're gonna do it again Sunday.
Oh, the what you call it? Yeah, I'm not worried about the Panthers.
Ain't nobody scared of them.
These fools got them. The Bryce Young could win his first game as a Panthers.
Yeah, right.
That happens, bro. Miami got serious problems down there.
I'm gonna be so pissed off Sunday. Be breaking furniture.
I wouldn't go
Like
that
Jerry
far.
King, like Jerry King Lawler said one time, The Rock at home bringing every piece of furniture to his house.
It's just, man, it's just what you call it, my brother. It's just entertainment. I mean, you support it. I mean, I had to tell that the Canes last week about the Hurricanes when they got robbed. I mean, if you're a fan, if you're not a fan, don't care then. Don't wear the colors. Don't support the team. There you go, Star P, college and pro family.
I'm
In the
still
chat.
gonna ride and die with my Hurricanes and the Dolphins.
You better ride with them.
The day I
It's been a
die.
long time coming. Shoot, y'all better y'all got a good momentum right now. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up.
Raven, what's up?
What up? What up? What up?
Chilling. Watching this Colorado game.
They're playing tonight?
Yeah.
Right now.
No, they're playing. I'm drinking. I'm
Hey,
drinking.
Raven,
You ready for this? You ready for
did you
this
look what I
baseball
said
game?
earlier,
Sunday?
man?
Say again?
I said, did you like what I said earlier?
About what?
G.I. Joe.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. L.A. Knight does look like G.I. Joe. He does. I'm not into the character. I mean, I'm into when he get ramped up, but you know, I'm still at the same point. I mean, he a plant. He a plant. He done came out of nowhere, and I'm like, I thought you should be going over AEW.
I
But
looked
it's
at
like,
him, and then I looked at picture of G.I. Joe, and I was like, man, are these guys brothers or something?
he's like G.I. Joe, especially when he's standing in the ring with Cena. They look like Duke.
Yeah.
I want to be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I want to be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin's lost son.
Speaking of that, right before the Heat Spurs game tonight on TNT, I happened to see the end of the Transformers, and I can tell you right now, if this is what young people like my nephew said, the greatest movie of all time, I don't know. I'm agreeing with Chris Russo. I don't know what the hell he is watching. I watched those GoBots tonight before the basketball. I saw the very end when that swirler Shea LaBeouf.
Oh, her?
If you didn't hear the stories about him, the way he used to beat up his ex, let's just say melanated girlfriend back in the day. Who Shea LaBeouf? Shea LaBeouf is a man.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, he used to star of the first Transformers. You guys star. All right, Colorado's driving as Shedeur Sanders. I watched that movie and I'm like, what the hell is the big deal?
Transformers 1?
Yeah. And
oh my God. Wait a minute. Hold on, wait. I gotta get a refill.
They had this guy stick a box into the evil Transformer and then he burns up. I'm like, are you ever serious? In the middle of the ocean, a naval ship. I'm like, what the heck? Are you effing serious? And how many of these crap-ass movies they've done in this?
Or something like that.
7.
It started over, Mace. It started over.
I'm like, if this is what these fools out here, my nephew cried after the first one. He cried. I'm not kidding.
He cried. Why he cried?
Greatest movie he said he's never seen.
Yeah, it was. It was the first. I mean, I give it to Michael Bay. And Michael Bay, by the way,
Raven, that movie and that whole goddamn series Temple on War of the Monsters. Okay.
You know what? I mean, I believe Michael Bay is a fellow Sagittarian.
He's
I
a
give
hell
it.
of a guy. He did Miami Vice. He's a
Yes,
hell
he
of a
did
guy.
buy every vice. I think he's a hellified Sagittarian. So, but I mean, the reason why we liked it because that was the first go around live action of Transformers. Because doing the transformation with VFX, it's not easy. That's not easy at all back then. But as far as story wise, it's been rebooted. You should catch up with the modern era. It's more associated with the great cartoons back in the 80s where we had Orson Welles as Unicron. Yeah, I would recommend you watch the modern one. I mean, the one with Shia LaBeouf, we like that because of Meg Fox, because she was fine as hell back then.
Please give me touchdown, Colorado. I mean, come on,
game.
Come on.
Yeah, it gets a lot better.
Please. Fandango keeps playing games with me. I said, give me the effing tickets now. It's the middle of October. It's coming up December 1st. I'm going December 2nd to see it. Just give me the goddamn tickets now to -1. And I'll let you know what a real actor does. And I'll tell you right now, Raven knows what I'm about to say. If you really believe that those GoBots are going to harm any of Godzilla and the monsters, you're out of your goddamn mind. Those GoBots couldn't be goddamn.
Oh, well, actually, I would have to say when it comes to Godzilla versus someone like Unicron, Godzilla would have to be on his Earth class level. Now, I am hoping that these movies get to that Godzilla because that's the biggest one of all time, the planet Godzilla. But I got news on Monarch again.
Oh, please tell us.
All right. Now again, Monarch is premiering next month.
I know.
November, I believe it was November 14th on Apple TV. Go ahead and get you a trial. I believe you can have, how you do your 7-day free trial. So go ahead and try this out. All right. So, okay, the series is going to, take place between, Kurt Russell and his son. They're playing the same character. It's going to span over several decades. Moving into I'm going to call this the legendary portion, the MonsterVerse itself, the current MonsterVerse, because this series is going to lead directly into the film. Also,
Guess who mentioned that the other night, by the way? I fell out of my chair. I swear to God, Raven.
What?
Guess who mentioned the MonsterVerse the other night?
Who?
Who's the guy that has the stuttering problem? He's a black bootleg nigga. Roland Martin. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, Roland Martin. I mean, because everybody, since Jason Black went off on him, I mean, Roland has literally been infiltrated inside the manosphere probably for the past 3-4 years, especially with Kevin Samuels popped up. So I wouldn't doubt that.
What's up?
I mean, he also has his agents as well. Now we talk about plants. Yeah, there go one dude that probably got. I mean, he got the money, and he a Kappa too. So yeah. I mean, that's what they do. The Kappa, if they Kappa, they definitely gonna do it. So I wouldn't doubt it. But the show, okay, it's gonna lead into the current timeline leading into this next film. There's something about, and I'm not sure. Like they also said, it's like 6 new Titans. All right, that they're going to be at. I guess this is also going to take place on Skull Island because of Kong and all that, right?
Yeah.
This timeline is going to be talking about, I guess, some type of big bad evil that them popped up, and whatever type of Titan it is, it's capable of laying eggs. And the humans, Kurt Russell and them are basically after this thing or trying to figure out what it is because it's laying eggs around. And it's laying eggs around not only in Skull Island, but also basically around the world. Okay. So Godzilla himself will be making an appearance at some point. I think later in the as the series progresses. They're gonna definitely Godzilla is going to be in this. And that's the current word. Now they're gonna be releasing more information as we get close to premiere, but yeah, that's the new information. I gotta read more about it. There's also the actual prequel to Godzilla versus Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire, a prequel novel that's being written right now. I think that is going to be an animation. Sometimes they do comics, sometimes they do animation, but right now it looks like it's going to be a novel. And that's like, if people want to really get into it before the movie come out or know what's going on, then you want to probably pay attention to this novel. Now, as soon as that novel's out, I'm pretty sure Dangerville's going to be all over it, and he'll be able to explain that in his content because he always does it. So that's currently.
I just noticed when I saw those GoBots tonight. I know there's a chick.
You call them GoBots? That's complete. GoBots was the rival of Transformers. Transformers whooped GoBots.
There was a chick on Platinum's room one day that had a crush on some goddamn GoBot named Bumblebee. Now I saw Bumblebee. And I said, bitch, out of your goddamn mind if you have a crush on a goddamn yellow, gold, whatever color he is, GoBot.
He's a Transformer. He's an Autobot.
Yeah,
a Tesla. He's a Tesla.
I didn't lie. I put my head down in shame. And when I talk to my nephew next time, I'm going to scold him about this love fest he has with these goddamn GoBots. Okay? I see one of them flying in the air like he's the Man of Steel. This was the evil one. And he knocked the kid off the building, which was Shia LaBeouf. And the other Transformer saved him and told him, I owe you my life. Owe me my life for what? You're just a fucking robot, bro. You're a GoBot.
No, it's Optimus Prime, and that was Megatron and Starscream. Those are the bad guys.
I'm going to say it again. Don't you dare repeat. Don't you dare. Yeah, EM, they look great, bro. You know me. I'm a big Shohan fan. You know, I like Sohan more than I do Wimbayama, family. What can I say? Fellas, it's a different stratosphere when you come into the Monsterverse, fellas. Don't you dare want to come and invade them. Because I'll tell you right now, you will not leave Monsterland alive. Do you understand, GoBots? You won't leave Monsterland alive.
Actually, back in the late 80s to early 90s, there was a comic book where Transformers, the Autobots, did link up because Godzilla is a good guy, and yeah, they actually have an alliance with each other.
Raven, enough.
Yeah, for real. Godzilla is always going to be a friend, bro. As a matter of fact, when it comes to Transformers, as a matter of fact here, Hasbro loved Godzilla to the point that they made a Godzilla, which is Trypticon.
My brother bought that figure for my nephew.
Trypticon, yes, the Decepticon city, yes.
You got to be kidding me.
Yes, that was paying homage to Godzilla. Yes.
And I'm looking at
not
this.
Devatron.
Yeah.
Destructicon.
And KB Toys used to sell those shits all over the place.
Absolutely. And you never did make a connection where they got that from? They got Godzilla. Yes.
I know they made a specialized Mega Godzilla of him. I remember that.
And then as the MonsterVerse actually takes hold, I'm now really considering on going ahead and investing in those Toho statues, because I dig it, man. I got to give it to King of Monsters. King of Monsters is the number one movie I have watched in my entire life. I am very close to number 6,000.
Oh, Brian Will, yeah, he's been in here earlier.
Yeah,
I'm going to say this.
Oh, I love the Spectacons.
Yeah, no, you do. I'm just glad that in 6 weeks' time, our boy will be back on the big screen. Okay.
Okay. Because it already came out in Japan. All right, okay.
Yeah.
So okay. I can tell you a little bit more. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. I ain't gonna spoil it for you. Uh, yeah, Godzilla minus one is a major hit over there as we expected in Japan, and the story is really good. Um, how Godzilla look, his arms. I mean, these are arms on the character model that you like. He's been through some fights and he's ready for some more. The arms of God of the Toho of the actual Toho character, yeah, Godzilla got a new look. He got a new look. Same iconic look. He also has a new. He has his atomic breath is different now.
Okay.
All right. And he also has an additional special on top of that. That's all I can go ahead and release. How it looks as far as special effects, it's current era, current generation special effects. It isn't on the level, of course. I mean, we're talking about Toho here, so don't expect some Star Wars, but it's dang near close enough as far as like on disaster level film.
That's why I'm laughing. Let me finish. Okay. And that's my man. You know that. People my age, he's our icon. He's our iconic figure. I will say this.
Uncle Ben.
You know the movies that disappointed me. Gigan. I mean, not Gigan. I love Gigan. Who was that goddamn monster?
Voltron.
With Jet Jaguar. That broke my heart. I said, what the fuck?
Jet Jaguar. Well, you want to mention Jet Jaguar? Well, guess what? Jet Jaguar is actually getting a revamp. Jet Jaguar is about to drop out in Japan too. It's called Shin. It's basically by the director that did the Shin Godzilla.
Okay.
Yeah, they bringing him back. Ultraman is also going to come back again.
No, let him go fight the GoBots. They're in the same world.
No.
I want to see him.
Well, you,
with the MonsterVerse.
well, you're gonna like the way Godzilla look in Godzilla minus one. You're gonna like those arms. The new look, the arms stand out. I mean, you can see muscle on him. I mean, they got a definitely good bodybuilder type, actor to play in the costume because that's the noticeable. And his hands, his claws, true claws. You like the minute you see him, you like you've been in a few fights. Oh, and you ready for some more. He ain't weak. And the special effects, I give it a Toho. You as you see it, as you're watching it, you're feeling that you're watching a Toho movie, but this is like Toho put some money in their special effects, and it's the current gen. So yeah, you're gonna like. It's gonna be. I mean, it's a good movie. It's a good movie.
I cannot wait. I will. I'm not gonna be a psycho and sleep at the goddamn theater like these Star Wars fools do.
I remember that. Well, people used to camp out.
What was the other movie? Twilight.
Twilight. Yeah, people used to camp out.
I'm like, you white girls, get a goddamn grip.
Like
I mean,
like
now
some
Star
people
Wars in the
camp out when Bad Boys 2 came out.
well, I mean, Star Wars in the 80s and Empire Strikes Back. I mean, there was lines, long lines.
Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Yeah, but
lines around the corner. There hasn't been a film that's done that yet.
The only thing I slept over, I stood up all night, was to get the PlayStation 2. That was 23 years ago. Because that was the night the Yankees beat the Mets in the World Series. And Everybody in the Bronx was celebrating. The fireworks was out there. These Latina chicks was dancing, bro. Doing the merengue. That's the
Yeah.
only time I slept overnight. To was the PlayStation 2.
Sure. That was nice where we and Eve Online, we waited for the big update and we would play till service shutdown, sleep until it updates. I'll never go to another GameStop launch party ever again because the one in my area had the most boring one. I mean, no music, slices of pizza. Yeah, they got.
Bro,
Yeah, I got tired of that.
let me tell you, the one in my old neighborhood, bro, they used to do that shit up, bro. Plenty of pizza, plenty of soda, plenty of
Hmm.
fucking cake,
Popcorn.
cookies. Yep. But
Oh,
there's something
popcorn.
happened, Raven, and you know what I'm about to say. 'Cause I think I told you this story before. You do not let Grand Theft Auto and fucking Madden come out the same night, bro.
Oh, absolutely
And
not.
the brawls was in the streets. I am not lying.
Oh my
bro,
God. I can imagine. No.
the Latino dudes were buying Madden, the black dudes were buying Grand Theft Auto, and the fights were in the streets, bro.
Come on,
Nah, you don't do
San
that.
Andreas?
Say again, Free Fire?
What's that
Come on,
address?
San Andreas?
I think
Yeah.
it was, yeah. It was
Yeah,
way
it was
back.
San Andreas.
The street, I was there to pick up my Madden, and bro, shit hit the fan. You know how brothers get. They get hyped up. Yo, you jumping me for my Grand Theft Auto? And the guy said, no, I'm just here to get some pizza. And you know how niggas get. They act stupid and shit.
Yeah.
So what happened was the other Spanish dude, his boy, came up to the black dude and snuffed him. And then all hell broke loose, man.
Mm-hmm.
All hell broke loose, bro. I tell you, that Grand Theft Auto, niggas take that very seriously. Yeah,
Well, if
I'm
anybody listening, that PS5 I was talking about, the new one, that is the official PS5 Slim.
I'm sorry I didn't get it, but I should give this to my nephew and buy it out.
Oh yeah, and then this is it's the Slim compared to the PS5 itself. You know how big and tall it is. This one is pretty much half its size. It's the Slim, just like the PS2 when they did the PS2 Slim. Yeah,
I got the I never liked PS3. I didn't even buy one.
I got two of those right now.
But the PS4, my nephew bought that for me in 2010, and I loved it, man.
I love my Pro.
Shows in the Xbox.
Nah, I love
So
that.
they
Back in 2004 or 5.
with them releasing the PS5 Slim for this upcoming Thanksgiving holiday. I mean, this thing is about to become available, so it may be actually available prior to. I mean, we could probably be at the end of October. It could be in stores. The PS5 Pro is going to be also coming out. That's the one. That's the actual one that I want. But I'm going ahead and upgrade to that one.
Yeah, shout out to EM again. Because me and him like
Uh-oh.
talking San Antonio Spur basketball.
See, my Xbox, that mug died.
The one Xbox I bought was the first one, the second one. After that, I didn't touch Xbox no more.
And they've already started the early development of the PS5 6. There will be PS6, that is.
All right, Dion's up 14-0.
That's because Prime Time is going to be our head coach. You can let him win. Let him win.
Well, the
Yeah.
original
I think
Xbox.
Dion wants to do something more historical. I think he wants to win the first black coach to win a
I
national
don't think he's
title.
gonna be with I don't think he's gonna be with Colorado too much longer.
Nah, I think he's staying. 'Cause it's an easy league going to the Big 12, and Colorado used to be in the Big 8 when they won their national championship, but they were good in the 90s. And he's guaranteed in the playoffs for the next 5 years at least. He's not a
Ring.
stupid man.
Now it's gonna play out like this, Mace. Ring,
What?
ring. Hey, prime time. How you doing, prime time? This is Jerry. Hey, Jerry, how you doing, bro? Long time, bro. I see what you're doing up there in Colorado, but listen here. Now, we finally got rid of that McCarty. Yeah, he up out there. I got a spot open for you, Dion. What you want? Wait, how much you want? How much?
There's only one problem I got with that with you. You know what it is? He already called off a blank and told him, pick my players in this draft. He knows what's happening in Atlanta right now. He will take that Falcon job so fast, bro.
Thanks, yeah.
And the reason why, the difference between Atlanta and Dallas, the weight of the world is going to be on his ass to win. In Atlanta, he's the savior.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. Oh, Mace, man. Okay, first you hit with Debbie. Now you're gonna hit with that fact too. Facts.
Yep. Atlanta, he's the savior, bro. He's already telling because he sees what's happening in Atlanta. That coach is a joke. And I like the kid, but Dustin Ritter's not cutting it, bro.
Well, yeah, it would make sense for him if he was gonna enter the NFL. It would be with a team he could really build.
Not just that. They got
If that happened.
He goes to Atlanta. He brings Atlanta so much credibility. He goes to Dallas, nigga. You better win. Not even getting past the second round, Negro. You better get now.
No, they won't be racist like that.
If Dion go to Dallas, if he go to Dallas or he go to Atlanta, I'll ride with Dallas.
What about Atlanta?
Atlanta?
Yeah.
Might as well. I ain't riding with Green Bay. No. Hell no.
Atlanta, bro. Every true African American that's left will be rocking Falcon jerseys, bro. even what's left of black women be rocking the Atlanta Falcon jerseys. Yeah, it's that. Yeah. Matter of fact, we can do that shit right now because nobody else is here. So, and that one person in the crowd and in the clouds, I just want to say thank you to you. I appreciate you. Hit that like button on the way out. Definitely want to thank Ian. We're gonna do NBA next week a little bit. I'm gonna do my rankings next week. NBA is 2 weeks away, folks. It's 11 days away. The NBA, 11 days.
I will get me I'll get me a custom made Dallas Cowboys jersey.
You're gonna get Steve DeBerg. He started his career there.
I know.
You're sick, bro. Love everybody. I'll see you on Sunday afternoon. I'll be on at 12:05. Reason why I'm coming on later is because I'm having a long day. I got doubleheader in the NFL, Seattle at Cincinnati, Detroit and Tampa Bay. Yeah, let me show you people. I never thought I would do this thumbnail, but this is a big game Sunday. Baker Mayfield against that's right, D. Baker Mayfield, folks. So white America is getting behind again. Let me pop this up. And I'll make a thumbnail. My nephew will make a thumbnail for me for Niggerland, and I will push that out late tomorrow night. So get ready for that. That will be on Rumble. There you go. That's Sunday, folks. Believe it or not, it's Sunday's late game, and then game one, the Texas Rangers at the Houston Astros. So
let's go Astros.
So me and Jims will be doing that game pitch for pitch. So I have a long day up here, everybody, on Sunday. So I love you all. Enjoy the college football tomorrow. Enjoy the new documentary. I lived through that time what Tariq Nasheed is about to do. I forgot to ask Nicer what he thought of the promo video that Tariq Nasheed put out there. And everybody enjoyed. Dion is rolling right now, folks. Up 14-0 in the first quarter. So I'm glad I took that game tonight. I'll see you all Sunday afternoon, 12 o'clock, everybody, for the triple header. Got a long day Sunday. Good night from the Oasis, everybody. Have a good weekend, my friends.